Hello and hi everyone. How are you doing today? Hope everything is fine and safe. Welcome back to Ielts Dream Captures. We are here to capture your Ielts dreams, so please support us through your valuable subscriptions. And we need your valuable comments to improve the content of our channel. Today I'm gonna give our hearty thanks to Gurpreet Singh for the valuable comment, and we will definitely consider your request in our next video. Today, I've decided to give an important lesson to boost your speaking as well as writing band scores. The topic is regarding how to use discourse markers. Have you ever heard about discourse markers? Yeah, it's very simple to use discourse markers. Knowingly or unknowingly, you people are using discourse markers. Have you ever noticed my Ielts cue cards? Whenever I start my introduction or introductory sentence, I start with well. So well is an example of discourse marker. Let me explain more about discourse markers. We don't have enough time to waste, so let's go to the video now.
1, 2, 3, come on!
So, what is discourse markers? Do you know? Okay, discourse markers are words or expressions that link, manage, and help to organize your sentences. Now, a quite common question. Why I need to learn discourse markers? The answer is simple. Discourse markers are normal linking words a native English speaker use regularly. And if you are ready to use discourse markers, it will definitely improve your band score. So learn it and use it during your speaking as well as writing session. To be more precise, these are the words like well, to start with, so, etc. They use at the start of a sentence or at the end. Do you know the fact that discourse markers are quite helpful in building a well-organized answers so that it's inevitable to secure a good band score for your IELTS speaking module as well as writing module. Have you ever noticed my speaking cue cards? I always start with a word well. It's a discourse marker. It's an example of informal discourse marker which we can use in our speaking sessions. And we have some formal discourse markers. For example, in your IELTS essays, most of the candidates start their first body paragraph with a word to begin with, or firstly, or to start with, whatever. That you can use in your IELTS writing tasks, both task 1 and task 2. Now let me say where can we use discourse markers. To increase your band score, you must know where to use your discourse markers. You can use it to start a sentence or to end a sentence, to give an answer, to show your feelings, to change the topic, to state something in a different way, and to express the attitude. Now, let me explain the functions of each discourse marker detailing. Before that, I am requesting you to learn these words and use it during your speaking as well as writing section. First, we can see some commonly used discourse markers for speaking. It's entirely informal. You can use it for your IELTS speaking module. Okay. Oh, well, right. So, anyway, fine. Now, as I say, mind you, for a start, alright, oops. These are the informal discourse markers which you can use in your IELTS speaking module. Now let's see the formal ones for your writing. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, to begin with, to embark on the one hand, on the other hand, moreover, furthermore, moving on, moving ahead, in conclusion, in sum, to sum up. These are the very common discourse markers which you can use in IELTS writing tasks. Even though discourse markers do not always have certain meaning, they do have some functions. Now have a look at the functions of each discourse markers detailing. Discourse markers for exclamation. Wow, oh no, oh yes, ouch, hooray, oh god, yuck, yippee. These are the discourse markers or linking words to show your emotions. Discourse markers, otherwise known as linking words or fillers. Now, discourse markers for introduce a new topic. Surprisingly, this is also a discourse marker which we use quite often. In fact, in between every conversation. Next, discourse markers for saying something is not 100% sure. Here, I've written DM for discourse markers, okay? Alright, if you're saying something you are not 100% sure about, you can use these linking words or these discourse markers, okay? Presumably, apparently, probably, perhaps, arguably, surely, maybe, might be, like, sort of, roughly, just, kind of, I think, I believe. Actually, some discourse markers have multiple functions, so you can see the repetition of certain words in following parts of the video. Okay, next is discourse markers used to mark a point of view or an attitude in your speaking as well as writing session. Actually, frankly, honestly, to be honest, naturally, surprisingly, literally, amazingly, clearly, ideally, obviously, naturally, certainly, absolutely, really, seriously. Sadly, indeed, essentially, admittedly, hopefully, thankfully, basically, of course, I'm afraid, I must admit, to tell you the truth, I think, if you ask me, predictably, understandingly, undoubtedly, undeniably, no doubt, in fact, fortunately, unfortunately. These are the linking words you can use to show a point of view. Now, discourse markers for showing a response. Absolutely, fine, okay, wow, alright, good, awful. Exactly, sure, yeah, certainly, really, great, I see. No, wonderful, quite normal, yes, interesting, definitely. Next is the discourse markers for rephrase or change what we say. Well, what I mean is, you know what I mean. In other words, you see, the thing is, I mean, to be more precise. Now let's see the linking words to change topics. So, okay, right, anyway. So these are the words used to change topics. Overall, I must say something important to you. Discourse markers are important for fluency in English at an advanced level. They are important elements of speaking and writing for living and working in English speaking countries. So it's very important to learn these words and use it naturally in your speaking and writing modules to boost your band scores. I know it's a quite simple task, but you have to learn it. Please don't ignore this video, especially those who are seeking band 7 and above. If you have any difficulties to make sentences with these linking words, please comment below. We will definitely make example sentences for you to learn. If you find this video useful, please subscribe and support us, and do not forget to like, share and comment your opinions below. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with a new video tomorrow.